Hi, I'm Max Becker, and I'm here with my girlfriend, Rihanna Anderson.
Hi.
And we're going to be talking about nature benefits for mental health. So, first of all, I want to ask you, Rihanna, why do you think the youth should learn more about mental health issues?
I think it's especially important for younger people to learn more about mental health because overall it contributes to a happier life and a more productive life. And it's really important to know what's going on inside your head and how to effectively deal with it.
No, exactly. I totally agree with you. I don't know how you're supposed to take care of yourself if your mental health isn't good, right?
Exactly.
I think happiness is key. Happiness is everything.
That's true.
On the topic of happiness, though, exercise and nature can actually cause the same kind of euphoria and happiness as drugs and alcohol can.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so there's a really good article here from shapescale.com where it says that here, let me just find it really quick, sorry. Yeah, here. So it says that it releases the same neurochemicals in your brain called endorphins, which are often known as the brain's feel-good chemicals, or you can just call them the body's natural painkillers.
Oh.
Yeah, but on the topic of that, it also can have the same lasting effects as drugs too, like building up a tolerance. So you'll need more time at the gym, or more of a longer walk than you normally would if you are doing it consistently, to kind of get that happiness. And you also feel withdrawals too. So let's just say you've been going to the gym consistently, right? And you decide to take a couple days off. There's a good chance that you'll feel increased agitation, fatigue, and tension.
Oh. No, that's really interesting. I feel like another symptom could be like with drugs, you can often lose a lack of control, or it's easier to. So you'll know your limits as well, and it'd be easier to overwork yourself.
No, exactly. I feel like you get so burnt out quickly too.
Yep.
On the topic of nature though, and exercise and stuff, have you ever heard of something called ecotherapy?
I have, actually. My understanding of it is that the overall idea is just going outside, and it's helping you have a better mindset when it comes to nature because it's meant to help.
No, exactly. Yeah, you basically got it spot on. It involves just any outdoor activities in nature, it can be very, very therapeutic. And obviously, more people are more used to just the average therapy you hear about. You go see a counselor or a therapist and you talk about what's going on and stuff, which me personally, I think it's really important. I go to one myself, or I have been going to one myself. But it can also be kind of hard to plan around that, and it can get expensive.
I completely agree. Whereas this is more it's completely more accessible because nature's all around us.
Yeah, exactly. Just anywhere. And even if the activity of choice that you want to do outside is just doing absolutely nothing, just sitting there, breathing in the fresh air, just taking in the beauty of the nature, just enjoying that moment.
Exactly.
On the topic though of kind of enjoying the moment, do you ever miss your childhood and ever want to return to those feelings? And I'll get to why that involves taking in the moment in a second, but
I do. I feel like we all feel some sort of nostalgia in a sense because it's what we're more familiar with, and it's because we were kids. It was a time where we were enjoying things rather than worrying about things or worrying about the future. And as you said, we were more living in the present.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it was it was just like just good times, because you weren't worrying about a job or like
Yeah, of course.
do you have any like kind of like memories or like stories that you kind of just remember being really present in as a
Yeah, there was
kid?
when I actually went to a summer camp with a closer group of friends.
Ooh.
And it was especially important to me because, again, I was surrounded by some of the people that meant the most to me. And it was just a special moment in general because we were all just happy together.
That sounds really beautiful. I'm definitely happy that you have something like that to look back on.
Thank you.
Me personally.
What about you?
Oh yeah, I was actually just about to get there. Thank you. Me personally, I have this memory of. Do you know those like really crappy like toy fishing rods that are like plastic and they're really small? They're not actually for fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So me and my dad were actually camping one day. So that's funny because you went to a summer camp and my dad and I were camping.
Yeah.
But anyways, we were camping and he decided to pick me up one of these from Walmart. And where we were camping, there's a really nice river. So we went down there and decided to just try to go fly fishing. But my dad actually tied real fishing line onto this fishing rod and put real bait on the end of it. And I caught a trout like by myself. Like I was probably like 5 or 6. I was probably younger than that. I was probably like 4, honestly. And yeah, I actually like caught a trout by myself. Like I reeled it in all by myself, got it out of the water, and like that's just a memory that really sticks with me, because like that was pretty insane. Like first ever fish I caught. And I just remember being super excited about like, seeing this fish.
Yeah, it sounds like an overall great memory.
It was, definitely. And that definitely includes with, obviously I was super young and didn't have the understanding of like jobs or like worrying about the past or the future. Like I was just sitting there fishing,
That's true. Just enjoying the moment.
Exactly. And I feel like a lot of people nowadays, I guess anyone who is like grown up, kind of gets trapped in these thoughts about worrying too much about the past or the future, which is justified. Like, everyone goes through that. It's completely normal.
Yeah.
But I think like we should try to just kind of enjoy the moment more, like, okay, here's a quick example for you. Have you ever like looked at an older text message that you sent when you were like 14, 15 and kind of just cringed to yourself? It's pretty embarrassing.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Oh yeah, me too. But honestly, I'm gonna admit this, I think it's one of the best feelings in the world. Because, and I'll tell you why, because it really shows how much you've grown as a person. Because if you're looking back at your old self and what you used to say and you're cringing, that means that you've completely changed and you're most likely a better person than you used to be.
That's true. And honestly, reflecting on your past behavior is really essential in like developing.
Yeah, of course. It's interesting to study that kind of stuff too.
Yeah.
I also think that another example of just looking at the old text messages is in a way to not feel embarrassed by those, is to kind of think like in that moment when you sent that text message, it felt like the right thing to do at that time, right?
That's true.
But like obviously you wouldn't send that type of text message now because you changed, but back then it's just how you were, and like it's all good.
That's true.
And yeah, just like taking in the present moment, like obviously we're all gonna worry about the future and stuff, but think about this, right? Like people would graduate from school, people are kind of stressing about that, right? Because it's a big thing, but it comes when it does, like you can't really rush into it.
That's true.
And I think we should try to do more of that, like in the future, like, or for like about our future, just like things will come to us, You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
obviously you gotta work for things too and stuff, but like,
Of course.
like, things will definitely come to you, and I think it's important that we take that in.
It's true. Patience is just having patience is very important overall as well.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, that is basically all we have to talk about today. But thank you so much, Rihanna. I really appreciate you coming on and
Thank you.
talking about this with me. It was really lovely.
It was lovely.
Yeah, I hope you have a good rest of your night.
Thank you, you too.
All right.